So, with the transfer window being open, Mike Ashley not giving us any money from what it seems like, could Rafa Benitez look at free agents? Today we're going to have a look at the best free agents in the Premier League. Chancel Mbemba looks like he's on his way, so could Rafa Benitez look at a fourth choice centre-back? Could Rob Huth be that man? He's nearly 34 years of age, didn't play any games at all for Leicester last season. He's down the pecking order. He's a Premier League winner, remember, of Leicester. Could he come in and add a bit of steel and be Newcastle's fourth choice centre-back for at least 12 months? Or does Rafa fancy Gareth McAuley? The Northern Ireland international is one of the oldest players in the game at 38 years of age. He's a free agent. He's just recently left West Brom. They've been relegated from the Premier League. Rangers are sniffing around the defender. Could Rafa pluck him out? The giant centre-back is a threat from set pieces. With Javier Manquillo flattering to deceive, could Rafa Benitez strengthen the right-back position and give DeAndre Yedlin a bit of competition by bringing in Glenn Johnson? The former England right-back who has over 54 caps is now a free agent after leaving Stoke. He's another one who didn't feature much last season as Stoke plummeted to the Championship. The man you can see doing loads of singing on Instagram with his teammates PATRICE EVRA is also a free agent after recently left West Ham. Earlier on the season he was sacked by Marseille for kicking out at a fan and also banned by UEFA for European competitions. West Ham haven't extended his contract, but could Rafa look at Evra, one of the most decorated players out there, to bring in competition for Paul Dummett? Possibly the most valuable player in our list is Emre Can. Liverpool have allowed the German international's contract to run down and he's going to be a free. It's likely the midfielder is going to join Serie A giant Juventus. He can also fill in defence for you, was a Liverpool regular and he's definitely improved since coming from the Bundesliga to the Premier League. He's going to be on a free. It's a massive coup for anybody, but could Rafa jump in there and get him to convince him to join Newcastle? Seems very unlikely. It's likely we'll see him in Italy next year. Recently left his boyhood club, Jack Wilshere has left Arsenal. The diminutive centre midfielder who has been recently left out of Gareth Southgate's England World Cup squad. He still has over 34 caps, still just 26 years of age. Whoever gets Wilshere, which Newcastle have been linked to, will get that bit of bite in midfield, bit of creativity, and it seems that his injuries are finally over him competing in a full season last term. Belgian international Marouane Fellaini is also a free agent after recently rejecting a Manchester United contract. Will he sign it though, or will he be moving on to a new adventure? His next club, if he does move on, is likely to be his last at 30 years of age to be seeking a long-term contract. He's a giant at 1.94 metres. He can play in centre midfield, but if you need to go long, Marouane Fellaini is capable of winning you a header in the box in the dying seconds. He will be a threat if you get him signed. Would you take Johan Cabaye back at the club? The former Magpie midfielder was a regular for Crystal Palace last season, playing in 34 games, however didn't get on the score sheet. The former French international is now 32 years of age. His legs seem to be going a little bit. It's likely that he'll be heading back to France to finish off his career, but would you take him back at the club? Another Baggies of Northern Ireland international, Chris Brunt, is now on a free. Will he sign in a contract extension in the Championship with West Brom, or will a Premier League side be tempted to bring him across? Now, Brunt can play left back, he can play left midfield, and he can also fill in at centre midfield, and he's got a lethal delivery from set pieces. Could Rafa take a pop? Korean international Ki Sung-young, who played 28 games last season, could not help Swansea stay up in the Premier League. Once had a spell at Sunderland, if we remember correctly. The midfielder, who's got a good shot on him, great passing, is now available on a free. Could Rafa do it? He didn't feature much for Manchester City last season, but Diva Yaya Toure, who is now 35 years of age, has recently just had a pop at Pep Guardiola for his treatment towards African players. Now, you may have a temperament, you may have a bit of a diva attitude, but without a shadow of a doubt, he would walk into Newcastle centre midfield despite his age. He has got talent abundance going forward, set pieces, scoring goals, bursting. He will be a huge free coup for anybody who gets Toure next season. Without a shadow of a doubt, a talented midfielder. Santi Cazorla, left foot, right foot, set pieces, goals, long balls, you name it. This player has it all. But now 33, didn't feature at all for Arsenal last season. He's had a nightmare the last 2-3 years with injuries. A former Spanish international, he will be a real coup for anybody, but it's his injuries, isn't it? He's currently at Villarreal training for a pre-season, either to gain a contract there or elsewhere. Rafa Benitez, being Spanish, will know what kind of player he is. Could he come into Newcastle, or is he another John Joe Shelby? And there you have it. That is the best players in the Premier League at the moment available for free. Who would you pick out of those lists? Would you go for any of them? Would you go for a few of them? Let us know in the comments box down there below. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.